are worth it. Did you know that you're worth it? Did you know that you are valuable? Did you know that you are important? If you didn't, I'm here today to let you know that you are. Because you are valuable. Your price is far above rubies. And that's what we're going to talk about today. How to identify the fact that you are worth it. How to accept the fact that you are worth more than you think you are. And so, I'm not going to waste your time. We're going to get right into this podcast. Oh, hey, sister, my two cute sisters. And so, I have to tell you a little story. My son's graduated from high school, and so I want to teach him the skills in which he'll need to be a man. So his car needed a tire. So I decided we were going up to the place to get a tire. We get to the tire shop, and we're in the place, and I told him, I made my mind up. I said, you know what? When we get in here, he's going to have to do this. So we get there, and the lady asked me for my phone number. She began to pull up all of my information. She was going to proceed with it. I said, no, ma'am, we're not doing that today. This is his car. He's going to be doing all the things that need to be done to get these tires. And so she was so impressed. She said, oh, really? What's going on? I said, well, he's graduated. He's getting ready to go off into the big wide world. And so I need him to step up and be a man. I need him to do the things in which he needs to do. So we went through this whole little process. And we got the tires, had the tire put on. I made him do all the little things. She gave me the bill, and I paid the bill. We were coming back, and my son was pushing the little buggy out. He said, whoa, Mama, that was a lot of money. He said, you know, I didn't need but one tire because I bought all four. And said, oh, we didn't need all those tires. You know what, son? I understand that. But why would you get one tire because something was wrong with it and not get the whole set if you could afford it, and the tires were going to need replacing anyway? I thought how like us as women, how like us as people of a certain ethnicity, that we don't think we're worth it as women. So often we undervalue ourselves. We don't think we're worth it. For him to tell me, Mama, you could have just got me one tire, which he's right, I could have. But in another month or two, he's going to be back needing some more tires. You can afford it and you can get it, you get it. Because I saw myself as the mom that could afford that, so I got that. We have to shift from that poverty mindset. We have to shift from that thinking that we can't afford it, that we can't do it, into thinking about our value, about what we are really worth, because we are really worth it. We have to see ourselves as prosperous. We have to see ourselves as abundant. It's all in what we see. And on another video, I talked about this family that lived in this little old house. And I went on and talked about they couldn't see past their front porch. They couldn't see that there were other things out there. All they saw, doing just enough to get by, having just a little. But that's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be living our best life. And as long as we see in a little box that this is all we have going on, we're not going to ever make it past the front porch. So we have to begin to shift our identity. We have to begin to shift who we see ourselves as, and begin to see ourselves as the person that has the money to buy the four tires, who has the money to get that purse, that luxurious purse, the Florentine leather, that designer bag. We have to see ourselves as her or him. We have to see ourselves as that and stop selling for less. You know, I had to stop myself. People give me compliments on my clothes. Oh, that is so good, girl. It's so old. This is so old. I said, you know what? I got to stop that, because they don't know how old it is. I'm telling them how old it is. They don't know. So we have to stop putting ourselves down. We have to stop shortchanging ourselves and instead give ourselves the props in which we deserve. Accept it. Accept the help. Accept the money. Accept what you have. As I said, stop talking down about yourself. Stop talking down about your circumstance, and instead begin to talk positively about who and what you are. Dare to dream. Dare to expect more. Expect it. Believe for it. Do and become what you want to become. Don't allow your past, or the things that you used to do, or the things that you used to see yourself as, to dictate your future you. Remember, you are worth it. You're worth every penny. You're worth everything that you get. You deserve it. And I want to tell you also, don't get stuck worried about what other people think about you. I work with some children. I work with children. And so they spend all day telling me about what somebody said about them, what somebody thought. Who cares? You know what you think about you. And then what you think about you is a positive. Then you change your way of thinking. You impact you. Don't let somebody else tell you who you should be. Don't let somebody else tell you what you should be. You become what makes you happy. You become your best self, the best version of you. So we're not going to sit here and boo-hoo or cry all day worried about what somebody else said about us. We have to know who we are. As I often use the example of Mufasa on the Lion King telling Simba, remember who you are. You have to remember who you are. You have to know your place in the great circle of life. You have to know your place in the text of becoming her or becoming him or doing and being your best. Expect it. You are worth it. Know that you can accomplish whatever you want. Don't allow somebody else's words or other things they say about you to dictate who you become. I had a guy friend one time that he decided he was going to tell me some junk about, if you, he's talking, I forgot exactly what it was he said, but it was all negative. And I was like, what? And he was trying to lower my self-esteem. I said, baby, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but that's not me. And then he finally broke down when he saw this wasn't working on me. He said, well, you know, I used this before, I tried it, and I get them to, you know, I get these, you know, the basketball team. I get the girls, I get the boys when I tell them this to do, and they'll show out and they'll give me their best. I said, baby, that ain't me. That doesn't work with me. That reverse psychology stuff. He wasn't successful in that little scheme working with me. It's because I knew who I was. I knew exactly who I was. I knew my value and I knew my worth. And so I want you today to know your value and know your worth. Know who you are. And no matter what anybody else says, know who you are. That's the same trick abusers use. That batter women, they break them down. They get them where they think so little of themselves. They make them believe that they are nothing. And then they take control of this person's mind and they begin to manipulate them. They begin to let them abuse. The person begins to let these people abuse them because they don't understand their value. They don't understand their worth. But I need you today to understand your value, understand your worth, know that you are worth it and that you can be anything you want to be. Don't let other people's thinking or other people's words transform or convince you not to believe in who you are. And so I thank you guys so much for listening. It's been the One She's with Hey Sister by 2Q Sister. And I'll see you in the next podcast.